Scientists have been searching for signs of life apart from our solar system since the beginning of time. But with all the recent advancements in technology and astronomical data, we have proof of how vast our universe is. This has been the sole mission of our esteemed astronauts and researchers. After decades of no solid proof of any extraterrestrial life, something completely unexpected occurred that changed the course of our solar system. Scientists and astronomers from across the globe saw that two unique objects entered our atmosphere. SETI and even NASA took part in the investigation to get the origin of these mysterious objects. What can we gain from this miracle? How did they get to us? Where did they come from? The first object to appear in the void of space was almost undetectable, but through the telescope of a Hawaii-based space observatory, scientists were able to gather some data. The object was discovered to have started its journey from Vega, an alien star that is located 147 trillion miles away and passing through the universe at the immense speed of 57,000 miles per hour. The mysterious object seemed to have a shape of a cigar and ranged about 1,000 meters in length. If you look at the object's size, it's not big enough to be considered a comet or even an asteroid. The object was believed to have been transformed into a disk that looks closely like a spaceship. By the time it was located, it had already rushed past our sun, taken a sharp turn, and was speeding off in a new direction. This unusual trajectory of the object led scientists to believe that it could not have been an asteroid or comet. Just as astronomers were gathering more insight into this occurrence, they had more confusion. Before they knew it, there was another foreign object floating around in our atmosphere. Gennady Borisov, an engineer and renowned astronomer, saw a moving object speeding through the pre-dawn sky from his observatory in Orkney, Crimea, using a telescope that he created himself. Even at the first glance, he could tell how unique the object was. It was traveling in opposition to the direction that's usually taken by comets that inhabit the central asteroid belt that has been encircling our sun since the Big Bang. The only remaining question in everyone's mind was whether these alien visitors belong to an artificial or natural origin. To figure this out, astronauts need to take a trip to the homeland belonging to these objects. The first ever space traveler came from the Vega star system and received the name Oumuamua, which means scout, Hawaiian. Vega is referred to as all the previous and upcoming versions of the North Star. Vega is a brilliant star that is located almost 25 light-years from Earth. It is only visible in the northern hemisphere sky during the summer. Our Earth's axis wobbles based on a period of 26,000 years. So, our perception of the North Star has to change to understand these occurrences. Vega was a North Star that was birthed over a millennia ago and will regain its original position in approximately 12,000 years. Back in 2013, astronomers located an asteroid belt that was surrounding Vega. This confirmed the presence of extraterrestrial planets, including the planet the Rock. The layout of the star system indicates that there are two layers, an outer region with icy asteroids and an inner region with hot space rocks. The name Oumuamua was given to one of these rocks. NASA had a deadline of only 11 days to observe the object as it was traveling at 3 times the speed of Earth's orbit encircling the Sun. Then it could no longer be seen because it got farther away and decreased in size. It entered our solar system and passed in front of Earth, abruptly accelerating right out of our solar system. While tracking the rock Oumuamua, we expected that its trajectory would be hyperbolic, with only gravitational force pulling the strings. But it did not, as if there were another object behind its increasing speed, as if something unseeable was pushing it on top of the gravitational force. By the time it was detected, the cigar-shaped object had already passed by our sun, taking a slick and sharp turn, and started speeding off in the opposite direction. Scientists were particularly researching 2 issues. The first was the object's immense acceleration as it ran away from the sun, and the second was its peculiar size and shape. After this occurrence, many scientific journals and media headlines were filled with wild speculation. Despite NASA's best efforts to officially label it as an asteroid, then a comet, consistently going back and forth, It became absolutely clear that we had no idea what it was. If we are being honest, we still don't know. However, Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb proposed that the idea that it could be an artificial structure created by an intelligent alien community. Finally, someone dared to say what we were all thinking, because whatever it was, it turned out to be quite a challenge for our physics and confused everyone. After reaching the closest point to the Sun, the object simply left our solar system at a very high speed of approximately 95,000 kilometers per second. This is extremely fast compared to the Sun. It seemed like the object was making sure that it escaped our atmosphere without leaving any trace. Apart from what scientists usually expect from a rough and weirdly shaped comet, with the outgassing of the object's axis, the comet usually speeds off in a very smooth and steady manner, despite its high velocity. So there's no way that the object could have been a natural comet because its speed and behavior told a different story. On October the 7th, 2017, the object was observed to be moving toward the Pegasus constellation, ending up at an unknown destination. With the technology that was around during this time, it was impossible to take a clear picture of the oumuamua nearby. So that data is all we have now. However, all of the unique characteristics point to a very plausible explanation. A new study was suggested that it could be an extraterrestrial spaceship from another planet with a light sail. So, artificial origin explains the direction, the speed, and the alien object's many weird characteristics. Thus, after being identified as a comet first, and then as an asteroid, after all the data failed to prove either of these, the entire thing was like a fuzzy comma. The discovery of oumuamua was a huge scientific anomaly. Our solar system simply cannot produce any oumuamua-like debris. Using the Green Bank Telescope, located in West Virginia, and the Alien Telescope Array that is in Northern California, astronomers have been waiting for any potential oumuamua signs. The object has remained mysterious so far. Fortunately, 2I Borisov ended up proving that it is comparatively easier to decipher instead of its cosmic companion. So the object was confirmed as the first ever alien comet. 2I Borisov is thought to be made up of a mixture of water, dust, and carbon monoxide, similar to those found in the Vega solar system. The object had an obvious tail and was roughly what scientists had already predicted. However, after looking at 2I Borisov, it makes oumuamua seem stranger than ever. It is believed to have originated from an ancient yet intelligent solar system located around a red dwarf star. The dimmest and most commonly found star in our galaxy is the red dwarf star. Based on its speed and trajectory, one astronomy team has proposed that it might have started its trip near the white dwarf star, Ross 573, which is located in a distant region that is approximately 629 trillion miles from the Sun. Many international astronomers hypothesize that it entered into space approximately 900,000 years ago, as a result of the intense collision of three large objects in the celestial neighboring region. As for oumuamua, I'm not claiming that they were aliens, but all signs point towards them being aliens. If they were to monitor us, an advanced civilization would manufacture a spacecraft that could hide anywhere in our atmosphere. Unfortunately, I cannot look through alien eyes.